Boris risks infuriating Brexiteers by sidestepping MPs' vote. No power to reject sellout. Boris Johnson has refused to deny he could sideline MPs and introduce a Brexit trade deal with the EU without a vote in the House of Commons. The Prime Minister's spokesman repeatedly refused to confirm any deal agreed between the UK and EU would be voted on in the House of Commons. Such a move would mean MPs would be unable to scrutinise the agreement with Brussels and could not ensure the Prime Minister had shifted on his red lines in negotiations. He said this afternoon, "We would set out the business of the House in the usual way in due course." Asked if the government could use the royal prerogative to pass the necessary legislation without a vote in the Commons. "We are currently negotiating just now, to try and reach a free trade agreement with the EU. We believe there is time to do what we need to do in Parliament." Last month the Eurosceptic European Research Group, which brought Theresa May's government to its knees last year by refusing to support her withdrawal agreement, warned the Prime Minister it would vote against any deal agreed with Brussels which failed to protect British interests. One member said, "For Brexiteers, the overwhelmingly important issue is UK sovereignty. If that is not preserved in the final agreement, I have no doubt we will vote against the treaty in whatever vote is called." Another told The Telegraph, "Our side has made it clear we trust the PM on his red lines like sovereignty etc. Nevertheless, as a research group, we will read the deal before deciding. In the unlikely event it does not respect sovereignty, MPs would vote against." Talks have been deadlocked for months over the issues of fishing, state aid and fair competition. In a sign that progress has been made in the trade talks with the EU, Mr. Johnson's official spokesman also appeared to downgrade the likelihood of a no-deal exit from the transition period at the end of the year. Yesterday the Prime Minister said that while negotiations would continue, a no-deal scenario was most likely. However, speaking today, his spokesman said the chance of leaving without a trade pact remained a potential outcome. A statement from Mr. Johnson and the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen also suggested progress, saying the pair had also had a useful phone call on Sunday. Express.co.uk understands progress has been made in negotiations on the so-called level playing field between the UK's David Frost and the EU's Michel Barnier in the last 24 hours. This morning Mr. Barnier briefed EU 27 ambassadors on the talks, with one diplomat also claiming there had been backtracking by the British on the issue of fishing. Mr. Johnson's spokesman said this afternoon he would not comment on the ongoing negotiations, but a UK source said, "It's just not true."